Even at the height of the pandemic, we have inaugurated and opened 14 new ports and 14 new improvements. Ito ho'y mag-ahalaga. Pagkat sabi nyo, make the Filipino life comfortable. On a last note, Mr. President, I would like, and I'm happy to inform you, that your kagawaran ng transportasyon is one with you in fighting corruption. Ano ho yung ginagawa namin sa Department of Transportation? I created a task force, 3 tao, na kung saan i-monitor yung mga kaso ng corruption, itutuloy. Pero agarang ginawa kong rekomendasyon, Mr. President, at ginagawa nila ito, lahat, pati na ako, ay magsasubmit sa task force ng kanilang SALN for the last 3 years. Maraming salamat po, Mayor President, sa pagkakataon na binibigay ninyo upang ihayag ko in general terms kung ano nangyayari sa kagawaran ng transportasyon. Isa-isahin po natin dito ho sa release ng tren na kung saan nung nagumpisa ho tayo ang kapasidad ng ating mga release since resumption of operation in 16 of May 2020. Ito ho ay na-increase to 30% noong October 19, 2020. On details and in details, ang LRT1 ho, ang indicative average capacity per train set per line sa LRT1, 158 ho noon, ngayon ho 370 passengers na. LRT2, 160 passengers, ngayon 486. Ang MRT3, 153 passengers, ngayon ho more than double, 372. 166 passenger naman sa PNR na ngayon nagdoble sa 219. Makikita ho natin sa pag-increase ng capacity, mas marami ho ang mga naglalakbay at mga pasahero at biyahero ngayon sa ating mga release ng tren. Let me just report the following developments. Number 1, Mr. President, nung nag-meeting po tayo dito, sinabi ko na sa buwan ng Disyembre, yung MRT3 ay babagtas ng 60 kilometers per hour. I'm happy to announce, Mr. President and fellow cabinet members, that by December 1, your MRT3 has hit 60 kilometers per hour. Never before has this been done. Ngayon ho, natapos na ho natin yung rail replacement. Dapat ho, matapos natin yan next year. Kaya lang pinayagan ho tayo ng IATF na kung saan kami ho'y sumamo sa kanila na payagan nyo kaming i-repair yan following strict health protocols. Pinayagan po naman ng IITF, kaya natapos namin yung rail replacement. Yung headway ho, noon, tumatakbo ho tayo mga 9 minutes. Ngayon po, Mr. President, tumatama na ho tayo 3.4 minutes. In other words, ano ho ang ibig sabihin nito? Yung pasahero madadagdagan kasi mapapabilis yung takbo ng tren at yung pag-aantay ay mababawasan. Again, on generic, 3 bagay ho ang sasabihin ko dito. Yung electronic ticketing system na trinayal namin ay nag-uumpisa at tuloy-tuloy. Ano ho yung epektong hinahabol natin dito sa electronic ticketing system? Mawawala yung overload, mawawala yung bentahan ng scalpel. In other words, yung pagbiyahe sa karagatan, mas magiging safer, comfortable, and more convenient. Umpisa na ho yung contact tracing through Trace. Alam ko ho at batid namin na merong plano ang IATF na ilunsad yung Safety Philippines. Wala ho kaming problema dyan. Kung magagawa yung mga detalye, we are all for the integration. Para nang sa ganun, integrated ho yung contact tracing. President, even at the height of the pandemic, we have inaugurated and opened 14 new ports and 14 new improvements. Ito ho'y mag-ahalaga. Pagkat sabi nyo, make the Filipino life comfortable. And by creating all these ports improvement, we are creating the convenience and the mobility to make the Filipino life comfortable. Bumahagi ho tayo sa aviation. Sa aviation ho, ngayon, inaalaw na ng commercial operations as of December 6, 2020, 36 airports. Ang hindi pa ho, inaalaw 13 airports. Ang ibig sabihin, lumalawak at nadadagdagan na ho yung kapasidad natin magbiyahe sa aviation and by air. Pumunta ho tayo sa service contracting under Bayanihan 2. Sa service contracting under Bayanihan 2, ito ho, Mr. President, ang plano natin dito, tatakbo yung mga buses, may laman o wala. In other words, it is a predictable travel. Babayaran natin yung mga operators, swelduhan yung mga drivers. I am pleased to report to the cabinet members as of December 7, 2020, a total of 152 drivers have been onboarded and currently being monitored sa tinatawag natin na service contracting program. An additional 1,500 drivers will be outboarded or was outboarded at 5 o'clock p.m. today. A total of 1,838 drivers from various regions have been oriented and trained on the service contracting program and 7,000 drivers from Metro Manila. Ito ho ang magpapakita na tayo ho ang seryoso sa tinatawag na service contracting. Mahalaga ho ito kasi noon karerahan yan sa EDSA. Ngayon, kaya may laman ka o wala, on dictated time, aandar ka. In other words, travel will become more predictable and convenient. Why? Because sabi nyo nga ho, make the Filipino life comfortable. On a last note, Mr. President, I would like, and I'm happy to inform you, that your kagawaran ng transportasyon is one with you in fighting corruption. Ano ho yung ginagawa namin sa Department of Transportation? I created a task force, 3 tao, na kung saan i-monitor yung mga kaso ng corruption, itutuloy. Pero agarang ginawa kong rekomendasyon, Mr. President, at ginagawa nila ito, lahat, pati na ako, ay magsasubmit sa task force ng kanilang SALN for the last 3 years. Isinama ko ho dyan yung mga secretaries, executive assistant. Sinama ko rin ho dyan yung involved sa BAC, sa bidding, sa procurement, at isinama ko rin ho dyan yung mga involved sa project implementation. Bakit ho? Kasi etong bidding, yung BAC, yung procurement, saka yung monitoring of projects, dyan ho nagkakaroon ng aragolya. Kaya pinasisilip ko ho lahat yung SALN. We will be submitting a report to DOJ and to the task force you have created, Mr. President, to show our oneness with your program on corruption. Tama ho kayo. Wala na ho tayong oras, konti na lang. Huwag ho natin bitawan yung issue ng corruption. If we perform and at the same time we attack corruption, then it can be said that really your administration, Mr. President, is working to make the Filipino life convenient, comfortable, and corrupt-free. Yun lang po, Mr. President.